everyone, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, where today, patch 7.3 finally came out. My partner and I are about 40% through the main story on that. And it is finally time to continue the main story of Heavensward. We did it! We cleared Bahamut turn 13 on the last possible day for us to attempt to clear Bahamut before I had to go ahead and record the backup video. But I didn't have to do that because we got the clear. Oh, I was very, very loud in my excitement about that. Oops. Let's go ahead and check out a few things I picked up during the break. Got the Baby Oppa Oppa minion from Brayflox's Long Stop Hard. Mummy's Little Mummy minion from the Sunken Temple of Karnhard. Well, as cute as a button. Remember, mummies are ultimately embalmed corpses damned to eternal thraldom in the land of the living. Have fun. And what else did I pick up? Oh yes. From the Mog Tome event that led up to patch 7.3, I got the Taoist Moogle minion. The Mog path that can be spoken of is not the true Mog path, Kubo. Alright then, let's check out our minion guide, then we'll do a minion roulette, and then we will move on with main story. Enri, acolyte to the renowned Far Eastern monk, Master Thordan, is believed to have handcrafted this quaint automaton for a kind adventurer who once lent her aid to the pair. How it ended up for sale in a foreign market remains a mystery. I wasn't joking, by the way, about the Moogle punching, from Sidurgu. We'll get to that. We also got the Baby Oppa Oppa, a daring rescue from the clutches of the Goblin Hero, Brayflox's minions, is the only thing separating this Oppa Oppa from a life of swinging free from tree to tree through the lush jungles of the Long Stop, and forever charging in the wake of the brave adventurer who saved him. These beans are covered in Oppa Oppa droppings from the Moon Tui Cellar Keep. And finally, Mummy's Little Mummy. It is believed that the ancient technique of mummification, which involved embalming, organ removal, wrapping, and the burial in a multi-layered sarcophagus, was an expensive undertaking. That it was performed on a child can attest to his parents' devotion. Oh. I told you I'm not your mummy, from an Ul'Dan citizen. Okay, let's run the minion roulette. Today we got... Wind Up Louisoix. Alright, Alphino, Lucia, what's the plan? Where could they be headed, and what does Az's Law have to do with it? That is what I would like to know. Lucia appears to have something to say. The Soleil was eastward bound, so I sent word to Camp Cloudtop on the off chance the airship passed nearby. Sure enough, Lady Lanier has informed me that it has been sighted by her scouts. Then the Archbishop is somewhere in the Sea of Clouds. Or was not long ago. The airship has not been seen since it disappeared into the northern reaches near the Blue Window. Alas, because the region is firmly held by the Vanu Vanu and not easily accessible from Camp Cloudtop, House Halenar has yet to establish a foothold. We will need not only an airship, but a captain bold enough to risk the Beastman's wrath. I think we both know the perfect candidate, Satora. Let us pay a visit to Master Garland at the Sky Steel Manufactory. I see. Then I will take my leave for now. There are other matters which require my attention. We've got this, Lucia. We'll track down the Pope. And then kill him! Who else but Master Garland would be willing to deliver us into Vanu territory? I say we go and ask him first. Alright, off we go. There were a few interesting little changes as of patch 7.3. First off, in other settings, under system settings, there is now character display range. The old setting for this, the default setting for this, is normal, but we can extend it up to maximum, and it basically just increases the draw distance on other characters, including enemies and other players. So if you're in a large open field, you can see characters at a very, very high draw distance now. They removed that limitation. There is still a limit to the number of characters you can see at once, but you have the choice of removing the draw distance at least. They also added chat bubbles, which is neat, which we can configure down here in the log settings. I am going to turn them on, but turn them off for everything except Party, Alliance, Free Company. Might as well leave them on for PvP. And leave them on for the other direct communication lines. But general purpose conversations, I'm going to leave off. Conversations with people that I probably know, I'm going to leave on. So now, if I pull out my keyboard and it gets cut, okay, fair enough, there's no alliance, or there's no party members. I guess I can't test it since I'm solo, and I turned it off for the say chat. But you'll have to believe me that now there are chat bubbles, which is a long requested feature. Why did it take this long? I don't know. But there is this nice little flare on each individual type of chat bubble. So you can tell what type of chat it is. And also, it looks nice. It helps to distinguish them in a very neat and stylistic way. I like it. You can also customize the text color and the background color. I'm going to leave those at default. Oh, the Dastardly Duo. What mischief have you two been getting up to lately? You haven't heard, have you? I hardly know where to start. So, yeah, the Pope murdered everyone, or at least murdered Haurchefant. He was a good man. Sid, have you ever heard of Az's Law? The Archbishop spoke of it before he fled. No, but it's probably some source of phenomenal cosmic power that's key to his plans. From what he told Satora, the Ascians tried to tempt him as they tempted Gaius with the Ultima weapon. Even if he spoke true about playing along, I can see him attempting to seize it. As if we needed another reason to pursue him. Well, I'm convinced the Enterprise is at your disposal. Come to the airship landing when you're ready to depart. Heh, it's just as well. After pulling you out of the fire these last few times, I reckon I was due to deliver you into it. Sid, I appreciate you so much. Alright, we're doing a double today. It's time to head into the blue. Alphino must see to one last thing before he departs. Into the fire, is it? In that case, I should inform Tataru of our plans. Pray go on ahead to the airship landing. I shall join you anon. Yeah, probably wise to keep her up to date on what exactly we're up to. Would not do to have us just vanish on her and she has no idea what's going on. I will go over the specific job changes in patch 7.3 when we get to the level 58 job quest, which is coming up pretty soon. End of this week, we'll be starting the level 58 job quest. So I will go over those. I will go over them with the corresponding jobs. Not every job got an update. I can pretty much summarize it as the DPS jobs got better AoEs, and there were a few tweaks to other jobs to make them a little bit nicer. The main changes were healers got a buff to the range of their AoE heals, and DPS got a buff to their AoEs. And that summarizes 90% of the job changes. But we'll go into details when we get to the level 58 job quests. I heard about your man Haurchefant. Sorry for your loss, Satora. It's appreciated, Biggs. We'll get revenge. Good to see you again, Satora. It'll be a pleasure to have you aboard the Enterprise again. The boys have been hard at work preparing for our flight, and I'm pleased to say we are ready to depart. That is, as soon as a certain... Pray forgive me my lateness. Tataru and I had much to discuss. We still have no news of the missing scions, but she assures me that Urianger and Riol are pursuing promising leads. Good. Come, we can continue this discussion aboard the Enterprise. hopefully we will get a good lead soon. Or we'll get something we can actually follow up on soon. Because I do miss them. The others are waiting for you aboard the Enterprise, Satora. Shall we get going? Let's do it.
To the northern reaches of the Sea of Clouds, where countless isles yet remained uncharted. In search of a mysterious land known as Azizlar, and the unmasked villain who sought to claim its secrets. Oblivious to the new threat which followed in their wake, they came.
Too warm here. Switching clothes. Can't switch clothes. We are not near an aetheryte. Gosh dang it. We'll keep the Enterprise here for now, but if you need to head back to Ishgard, you can use that standard to signal for an Ironworks airship. Don't worry, we charted the route safe enough for others to fly. Unless that Primal shows up, but what are the odds of that, eh? Well, now that you've said it, Sid. We'll stay in touch with your Temple Knight friend, don't you worry. Awesome. Emmerich will be kept informed, Lucille will be kept informed. The Enterprise is ready to fly at a moment's notice, just come running if you run afoul of something you can't handle. Awesome. From here, Camp Cloudtop looks rather far. Be on your guard, Satora, the Vanu could be anywhere, even watching us as we speak. Well, now that you've said that... Where is... yeah, Camp Cloudtop is just over there. Alright then, next time on Final Fantasy XIV. Time to continue job quests as we take on level 56 Bard and then a level 56 Black Mage. And we will return to more main story in a few days. I will see everyone next time for that.